Alright, so let's go kill some more Thoggy, shall we? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're kind of sweeping pretty well. We're way ahead of where we were on the last time. So yeah, let's do that thing that I just said we're gonna go do. Honestly, the Dark Energy plot would probably be bad. Let's just be honest about that. But it would have been better. I think, Pika, that I've never... yeah. I'm going to say never seen a good Indiana Jones game. So we'll see if they can break the curse. I am the one. The one you have hunted for so long. Through darks and coins. What are darks and coins? You know my name. It was the gift I gave to your ancestors. They walked my myth over green field and fell it. We have to know your name. So we can turn Blade into a wolf person. Or we could have Loke try to talk down the wolf god. What do you think? I mean, Blade Default, if you want to be a wolf person, let's do it. Well, this is what Blade Default looks like now. Yes, this, not the thing on the screen. The donation from Valerian is what Blade Default looks like now. Can you imagine looking like a donation? Blade, it's just a $50 bill. You just look like Grant. Yeah, I saw Zlartic. I cannot be the only one who's just extremely not, like, looking forward to that. Like, the first Chronicles book was great. And then they just kind of drifted off in quality. Thank you very much, Valerian. I will put one blade worth towards Dawn Trail, FF14 Dawn Trail, Tactics Ogre, and Stranger of Paradise. Thank you. Yeah, the new one also is going to include BFA and Shadowlands. So I can almost guarantee I'm not going to like that just based off that. Doubt it, Zlartek, but we'll see. They've already broken their own retconning with regards to the Chronicles before, so meh. You know, they're gonna make the lore worse, I almost guarantee it. That's the problem. We have a crow, a leaf, a wolf, and a blueberry in the party. This just sounds like a typical D&D party to me. I think they've nailed that vibe of it. Speaking of which, the WoW review run will almost assuredly be happening this year. Please look forward to that. You don't have to look forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Almost done with my prep work. I wonder if they'd obey me. Give in, Loke. I'm not reading all this dialogue out loud because it's just the crows. Shiny. That bird and I have a lot to talk about. Sure. A group of crows. They brought us a single coin. Better thanks than we get from most of the humans. We got a coin that does nothing. We could salvage it into Heartswood. Or we could give it to Bladejaval. You now have an old coin that does nothing. I have no idea, Walker. We're kind of going in reverse duration order up until we get to Starfield. So each of these is supposed to be shorter than the previous one. This one's going to be a minute because there's a lot of campaigns, and I really should stop, like, screwing around and just kind of get on with it. So I'm going to do that. Alright, now we're in battle. Not yet. I think you have to evolve more. Alright, so, someone asked a question I wanted to answer. Where was it? I swear someone asked a question. Yeah, I stream 7 days a week, Master. This is my job. Oh, there it is. Magister asks, will it be like how it was in Tor, FF14, or STO? Well, I don't understand that question at all, so could you clarify? Like, dumb it down for me. Like, pretend I'm 3 years old. And stupid. I know. Really, really easy to understand. Got it. Gonna pause immediately to go check it out, Valerian. You got it. I don't know, Zlartek. Those are extremely painful to do. So, I'm not gonna promise anything. We'll see. I also don't get paid for them. Not to be mercenary about it, but... I will think about it. Lord knows my most watched video of all time is the WoW Chronicles 1 video. This is true, by the way. It's actually my single most watched video ever. Which is actually pathetic if you think about it, but let's not get into that. It sounds like Mega Man 4. So I was looking something up. I mean, I knew what they were covering, Poppany, so I could kind of roam around and have visual shorthand while I was covering it. I have no idea what the new one's going to be. Like, I mean, it could be whatever. We'll see. We'll see. I will also say, and this is just me being very honest with you, I'd rather you go watch the Lorecraft, which is much better done than the Chronicles book is. I'm just going to say that bluntly. Than me reading the Chronicles book. In fact, I'm this tempted to be like, here's the Chronicles we're reading, and just link the Lorecraft, and then shut off the stream right then and there. Just bam. Dragon Quest 11. Doom Block. Thank you very, very much, Dark Day. Always appreciate. And I put that towards the things you just said. Let's see. You're right. It is the first Babylon 5 video. Of course, Encounter at Farpoint is pretty high up on that list, too. As it should be. Not for any good reason, but because people keep thinking it's the full episode as TNG, because they're stupid. Emissary is also very high up, because of stupid people. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so negative, but in my defense, they are very stupid. Yeah, so for those curious, my top videos in terms of just views are WoW Chronicles Part 1, Babylon 5 The Gathering, the proper remake of the Dragon Age Origins video, the Fellowship of the Ring video, the Encounter at Farpoint video, and that's it. That's the top 5. And all of those are pathetic and terrible in terms of videos, in terms of views. Like, nobody watches my channel. Yeah, still no frickin' Ignite. This is just... You know what? Let's go ahead and reroll. Well, that's okay. Oh, I have no idea, Russ. Sorry, tell you what, just for you, Walker. We'll switch to the sound music. Spirit Blade, when allies stand directly adjacent to an interfused object, they gain bonus damage. Interfused blazes can be used to grant allies fiery attacks, which would be great if, you know, I actually had Ignite. The Elder Scrolls lore run. Wow. What was the other one? Elementalist will make it so that Splinter Blast does more damage. And that's kind of it. Alright, here we go. Time to hit the stream brakes just for Valerian. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Nobody move. It's like, you ever play that game, Red Light, Green Light? Everyone in chat, what's red light, green light? And then I feel old. Alright, let's see here. Hi, DeQuack. Triangle Strategy is a fairly good game. It's got good options, good combat, good mission design. It's also kind of brutal up until you really get your combos going. But it's a good game. I recommend it. I have not finished it, it's worth noting. But several of my friends whose opinions I actually trust have. Multiple times, because it has New Game Plus. I do not recommend Diofield. That's the RTS one, I'm pretty sure. That game, by contrast, is like baby's first RTS. Imagine Halo Wars 1, but worse. And without Halo attached. How long is it, Valerian? The Knights of Starlock. Janala Golden was famed for two things. The song she sang as she charged to battle, and the Dragon's Paw, her shield. Guess it didn't really save her, did it? We just got a really nice shield. Sadly, we only actually have one person who even uses shields, but you know what? Here you go, buddy. So I will be 100% honest with you, Valerian. I'm leaning towards a no. That's a lot of moving parts just to get the game into what I would call a playable state. For something that long, which probably doesn't have a lot of interest in it. But I don't want to add to that, actually. I don't want to sound negative. I really don't. So if you're hearing negativity, it's just because I hate my life right now. So, ignore that. Everything's cool. Why is this infested? Oh, whatever. There's only one tile we haven't done anyway, so let's go here. Why are you over there? Why is... Hold up. What? Why are you going and not you? Why is Ross so slow? Ross! Go faster! Go faster. There you go. Just go! This has been a wild campaign, I guess. Oh man, Triangle Strategy was great. Good gameplay, great quality of life features. varying voice acting quality. That's a little bit more all over the place. Uh-oh, it's someone who recognized Blade. You know how I could tell? You have the look of a hero, Blade Travol. Look at... I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of you, Blade Travol. I'm making fun of the fact that you're a wolf. You have the look of a hero. Splendor that can crush hope at a glance. Why would that be the look of a hero? I don't know if I'd say fully half. What? You sell tails? Oh my god, Blade Travol, he sells tails. What's a peacock? You'll know when you see it. Go browse the featured item, which paints the best picture of you. Wait, what do you want? I don't care much money out here. I don't deal in money, friend. Finger filthy grains of sand slipping through the world's hourglass? No, indeed. I can't help but notice you have a particularly useless coin-shaped accessory, though. Perhaps you'd be willing to part with that? Useless. Wait, it's magic or something, isn't it? Nothing of the sort. It fits in a shrine slot somewhere? No, it's completely useless. Now I don't want to trade it. Okay, look, let's cut the act. You want to know why I need the coin and you don't? You want to hear the whole embarrassing story? Maybe. I'm in debt, okay? I'm in debt to some particularly hostile lost things. And this debt must be paid in particular coinage. Did you manage to get... Please don't make me tell you that part. I was young. I wasn't thinking with my head. I was thinking with my dick. It's not important. Important thing is I've been trying to... I've stuck pulling this card from here to Netherflare, trying to sell these things off so I can be a free man by sometime next eternity. Ever try selling a tail to an angry lostling? Please, there's got to be one of these that sparks your interest. So, you could get the skunk tail, the fox tail, the scorpion tail, or we could just give him the coin and not get a tail at all. Up to you, Blade Travol. We are on the second campaign, the Morthagi one, King Duty 3. Love the name, by the way. Just keep having really terrible town songs. It's up to you, Blade Travol. It's your character. Search your feelings. You know this to be true. Alright, Scorpion it is. I was hoping you'd pick that one. Completes the whole look. How does that complete the look exactly? Hey, for nothing. No assembly required. No instructions necessary. Comes with my customer satisfaction guarantee. What's the guarantee? No idea. Everyone's been so satisfied, I've never had to check. Smooth roads and sturdy wheels to you, my friend. Good luck with the Morthagi. And, stay away from lostlings. Hey, Vancini. It's growing on me. I will admit, it's kind of low intensity, but, like, not in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm just mostly chilling and chatting with you guys while I play. Speaking of which, let's get some fight music going. So let's scooch and open. So that's a water spirit. And that's a donation from Walker. Alright, Blade Travol. Get up there! Let's see what you can get, Blade Travol. A water staff. Screw it. Stun effect. Oh, stunt effect, excuse me. Oh, God. Should have gotten that nap in. Refunds an action point. Nice. And of course, not better damage, but that's okay, because it's water now. And I think that'll unlock it for our legacy, which is even cooler. Ah! Thank you, Walker. Always appreciate that support. Thank you. Give me a moment, and I will figure out what you actually are putting that towards. Sea of Stars, Kingdom Hearts block. Oh yeah, Gravity Circuit. Sorry, I hate to hit the stream breaks one more time. I apologize. But I want to cover. I just want to do something super quick before I forget. This will not take me long. I just was feeling really busy during the lunch break. Let's see. Okay, looks like the physical edition of Sea of Stars isn't actually out yet. I know, right? Blade Travel, we just keep drifting and drifting further and further away from the intended business build. What the hell? Oh, this is the Mega Man X5 remix. Yeah. That makes sense. That's what I thought. Okay, sorry. We're good. I apologize for the delays. Back to the game. Ow. Let's scooch you up, y'all. Let's get our heavies up front. We have knight armor on 2 people at this point. Like, we have had such a weird... Last time mages were just carrying us, and this time our melees are carrying us. This is just the weirdest thing. Oh my god, Brigwin. When are you moving again? No reason. Just, you know, wandering. No, to see, the correct answer is not soon enough. Enough to ding you on points. Right, let's just do... Oh my god. Okay, so this is the thing that's happening. Can you... You cannot. Can you? You cannot. I mean, the sad reality is most people in the United States for the last several years are having the kind of issues I just had with my apartment complex. Like, renting is getting worse, not better, and it's doing so with great rapidity. So that sucks. It's getting harder to own, and it's getting more unpleasant to rent. I will never forget, there was a holding company of an apartment complex, down in Southern California that had a whole press conference encouraging their landlords to think of every possible way they could to try and scam, you know, fine, and come up with little niggling irritants to continue to try and drain additional money out of their tenants. Because, and I quote, what are they going to do? They need a place to live. Let's put you here, so we've got armor on both of them. I know it's not much, Hira, but you are welcome here. Unless you're a dick. In which case, get out. I was going to say, speaking as someone who has been homeless, I don't think those people have any idea what that feels like at all. I don't know, it's just a vibe. We should play a bit of Guess the Game. Can anybody guess the game playing right now? The music, I mean. Forgive me. Well, Oni are evil and Section 31 aren't, so that's kind of the end of that comparison, I would say. Well, let's try out Bite, shall we? Oh no, let's try out Sting. Yeah, exactly, King Duty 3. Scooch you back. We can. Let's get in attack radius. Pull him down. Yeah, let's just... It did poison them. I did actually see that Valerian again. It is interesting to me how much of the focus on homelessness in the country I live in has been primarily focused on how to get rid of the homeless rather than to how to prevent them from being homeless. I will freely admit I don't get that at all, but then again, I don't know anything, so... Don't look at me. Yes, to say, Bell riots are starting in just a few months. Fun fact, a few places in the world, this is old news at this point. This is years old news at this point. But a few places in the world have been trying this brand new experiment in order to try and combat homelessness. What they do is they give homeless people homes. My favorite thing about that particular tactic is, now that it's been several years since this tactic has been attempted, it's actually, by all accounts, been working. Well, I mean, it's not like they get some big, flashy, fancy place, but they get a roof, they get electricity, they get heat, they get water, they get a place to put an address up so they can apply for jobs. It's been helping with their health, which has been helping with their ability to operate as a human being, as well as to rejoin the job market. So whether you care about the individual or whether you care about the economy, it's been a universal win. Make of that what you will. And yeah, that's the really funny part. I often like to talk about how even if you don't care about people, sometimes the things that we do as a country are... how do I phrase this? Not smart, even if you don't care about people, right? Like, even if all you give a damn about is the economic side of things, or how much a person is contributing in terms of workforce, or in terms of being part of, like, paying taxes or whatever that. in some cases, it's still better to not be horrifically evil. It's very strange. Yeah, exactly, King D83. It's like, again, even if we ignore sympathy and empathy and decency, from a purely neutral, like, uncaring perspective, it's still better to get homeless people out of the homeless status and to get them into a point where they can actually become a functioning part of society. UBI is actually much more complicated. That's a whole other ball of wax, honestly. And apparently it's Halloween today. Let's see, 9 health, 12 health, 8 health. Give this to you. Get your health up. Does the madness never end? I don't know, but I stopped taking these sort of things lightly long ago. Okay. Well, before we do anything, let's get our forge on. Yeah, see, that's kind of the problem, Lamo. Like, a universal basic income. Let me pause this for just a second. The problem with UBI is that it's actually a bit too surface level of a solution. It's a nice, big, obvious thing we could do, saying, here, we're trying to help people out. The concept of having a stipend for being a human being is a concept that I legitimately think has some merit and validity. Like, say, in Star Trek, for example. But we don't live in Star Trek, and you start to see the problem. We don't have a timer. Let's go ahead and let's do this. How did I become homeless? Well, that's an interesting question. I'm trying to think how to summarize that into one sentence. Let's see. My mom, her dad. No, exactly, Uthor. The solution isn't to give everyone a universal income. The solution is to fix the problems. It reminds me of an old... I don't want to call this an adage, but it's something that I've debated with several people over the course of my life. How many of you seen people on the side of the highways peddling for money, right? I'm sure most of you actually know what I'm talking about. Now, everyone has different reaction to those people, but the reaction that's always interested me most is what really should happen isn't giving that person money so they can go, get a meal or whatever. It's fixing the entire situation so that that is never a thing that they should have to do or be. And I know that's long and in-depth and complicated, but it's still true. Let's go knock out this infestation, shall we? I like how we're all cautious about going into a cave. Which makes sense, because now we're stuck in the cave. And now they found tunnels and stairs. I know, right, Ross? It's wild. So we could clear the entrance and just get out of here. We could follow the chilly passage, or we could take the stairs. And yeah, for those of you who are more familiar with how tax code works in the United States, any solution that taps into taxes to try and deal with it is probably not going to work. I don't know how willing I am to really dig into that, but let's just say that the way that we spend taxes in this country is mind-bogglingly stupid. I'll just leave it at that. See, I was debating that, King Duty 3, but, like, it feels like such an obvious hook, right? Like, oh, the stairs. Oh, I wasn't even going to get into the collection of taxes. Just the expenditure of taxes is just... whatever. But I don't want to get too much into that. What I do want to do is play Undertale music. Fine. Let's just clear the entrance. What? Chronicles or something else, Uthor? This is from FF7R1. That's... ooh, okay. Yeah, people are already talking about trying to make me read Warcraft Chronicles 4. I'll admit, I'm not super enthused about the idea. Especially since most of the later ones are just recounting the story of the games, which I've already done. Twice, actually. And we're going to do it a third time later. But nobody wants to watch those. Oh, let's scooch you over here. Get out of the line. Scooch you here, and then scooch you here. Okay. No, Lamo. I'm sure it's really good. It's just, it's not for me. The gameplay is already something I'm not really invested in. I have heard the story axis of it is pretty good, though. Which makes sense. God of War 5's story was pretty much its, you know, its best point, right? So, no shock. It was just announced today, Yura. Yeah, Chronicles 1 was great until they retconned it. And honestly, that says all I think it needs to about my opinion on the Chronicles series. I mean, we were talking about during the God of War 5 run. Some developers just want to make a movie, and, well, making movies is a lot harder to do than make games. No, yeah, they retconned it in a bad way. It's just, yeah, that's whatever. Yeah, it's all Titan bias, whatever nonsense that means. I am so sorry, Ross. Yeah, I know, Huthor. You and I can't agree on whether or not the sky is blue or not. But I will say this, whether you prefer retcon, you know, non-stop retcons, or whether you prefer things to be codified, The one thing I think we can agree on, and of course, Luthor will therefore not agree with this, is that the worst possible thing is to pretty much portray something as an out-of-universe source of information and then retcon that. In other words, lying about it. The moment you decide, hey, here's the truth, wait, changed my mind, is the moment you've lost me. Let's wait a turn. Can I? Not really. Guess we'll just go over here. You will go here, I suppose. I mean, obviously times change and people change, and every now and again Disney buys you out. That's the thing. But again, Chronicles 1 was retconned so quickly, it just kind of invalidated everything about it, you know? And that's, like, that specific situation is just kind of a, I'm sorry, what? 8 has, I mean, yeah, I agree, all of them have some good music. Here, let me line it up, I'd say guess the song, but I'm pretty sure Blade 12 will get this in 5 seconds. That's a hell of a charge. You really love dodging the fire. Well, as the saying goes, dodge this. That was 4s. Oh, I see why. They all carry the same baseline here, on purpose, obviously. Listen, Ross. You're blue. Got him D. Got him die. Draw. 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 There, this one's just for you, Ross. Escort. have an official process for this? One makes one's own. After all, who's going to tell me otherwise? Jesus. The most retcon thing in a while? It's actually a tough one, but I would lean towards Sargeras, just because that goes all the way back to Warcraft 2. He's actually mentioned in the manual, if you'll remember. One thing I really like about 10's combat song, it's got a long loop. Combat songs should have a long loop, because you're going to hear it a lot. I think that's everything. I think we've swept. Yep, lots of resources for upgrades. So let's... do it to it. I don't have 10.2's handy, but 10.2 had a couple of standard musics that were okay. Let's see what else we got here. So, we've gone back to investigate the blacksmith. And, now there's some weird stuff. He's apparently working on the roof? What? Okay. Well, sure. Cool. So favorite standard boss song, or excuse me, fight song in any game. Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, this is 13.1. That is correct. I think we can all agree that the best completely standard fight song in any game ever is... Looks like they're coming from the right, and the left, and the back. Jeez. Okay, okay. Let's split up a little bit. Let's do the worst thing I could possibly do and split the party. This is a great idea that will not rebound hard at all. All joking aside... Hang on, just one second. Oh god, SMRPG. Ugh. Sorry, forgive the indulgence. I mean, Persona 5's is good, but you're asking me, like, the absolute top. This isn't it. I'm listening. I'm just listening. I mean, there's plenty of good Pokemon combat songs, but that's not what I mean. So I'm torn between... This is Gen 4. I'm torn between... a couple of really, really good battle songs. So we've got, like it or not, FF13. The whole soundtrack of FF13 is a hell of a banger. And this one manages to have a nice slow loop, nice build-up, carries the general motif, good sound composition, good depth to it. It's a song you're going to be hearing a whole lot of in that game. So, good stuff. I also have to give a special nod to... a game which almost everybody agrees has a really good soundtrack. Regardless of what other people think about the other qualities of the game, the soundtrack is not something people tend to complain about when it comes to Mystic Quest. No, I cannot. Yeah. That's good. Just good. Take a shot then. After Mystic Quest, my third option is, and I know Ross is going to disagree with me on this, all of the FF battle songs are pretty good to some extent or another, other than like 1 through 3, right? So 4 and onwards, good stuff. Like it's Uematsu, and they know what they're doing. But 6 has just the right amount of tempo to it and bass line to make it feel different than your typical battle song in a lot of these. And my final pick is another really boring answer, but I stand by it. Now, this goes in a completely different direction from FF6's. It's almost totally the inverse of FF6. Whereas FF6 has tempo and pacing and feels like a sprint, this is chill. Chrono Trigger music is just... it's cool. Right? Everything about it, from the length of the notes, to the near total lack of proper melody for a huge chunk of the song, to the instrument choice, it's just an everyday battle, and the music gets that across. And it works for pretty much the exact inverted reason why FF6 has worked. It is just an everyday battle. Right there. Someday I'll play this game again. Well, someday I hope to play this game again. Yeah, it feels like giving Brigwin the two-hander was the right move there. That is most likely true, Ross. Although, of course, I don't know that yet. Not that anybody should take my reviews seriously, obviously. Although, I will admit, partially for a nostalgia's sake, but also because it's a good song for it, there is one other standard battle song that I really enjoy. In fact, it's one of 2 songs that immediately comes to mind when I think of a grind song. Like, even regardless, like I said, even regardless of nostalgia, there's a, its construction is good. It is a fairly short loop. In fact, it's only a 30-second loop. But it's, the remix works. The primary harmony, for like a better way to put that, which would normally be the melody, but there isn't a melody in this case, does a good job of carrying the idea of what an encounter is, what a battle is. Earthbound... I don't have Earthbound here, so give me a second. Yeah, this one's for Savicom. Let's see, Earthbound. So this is Earthbound's battle song. I feel like this says all it needs to. I don't have any SMT music. Yeah, this is Earthbound in one song, isn't it? Clink, clink, clink. Push. There you go. Little sound effects for you. Okay, let's do something just for Yura. Not that they're paying attention right now. But just for you, Yura. See if you can name... Oh, I don't know. This one. I cannot... I'm going to have to withdraw. Alright, let's just withdraw. Let's just do that. I only have like one Persona 5 song, and it's one of my own remixes. Yes, this is FF6. How did you know? It is Mega Man 3. I can usually tell which Mega Man it is immediately because every single NES Mega Man has a different sound font than the others. So you can tell just by the instruments. Now, picking out the individual song, that's a little trickier. But just to demonstrate really quick, so this is what Mega Man 1 sounds like. Are they all? I guess they're all done. Time to start repositioning. Whereas Mega Man 2 sounds a little bit more like... See, that's me, but about Mega Man 2, Yura. Although, in terms of pure sound font, I think 3 or 5 would probably be my favorites. Regardless of the quality of the songs themselves. 2's title theme is... It's actually the ending theme from 1, although a lot of people didn't know that back in the day. That does not include the X's. If you ever hear me say Mega Man, what I mean is Mega Man Classic. If I meant Mega Man X, I would say Mega Man X. There are so many of these jackasses. Oh, Jesus. If it's the cat one, Lord Hiramont, I'll take that as a win. If it's not, I got nothing. See, I'm with you, Yura, except for the like part. That's hysterical. That really is hysterical. The only soundtrack, the only classic Mega Man soundtrack I don't like is Mega Man 1's. It has exactly 2 songs I like, and I don't care for the sound font. But I do agree with Yura, it is a very unique sounding game. Let me move forward to 3. I already played you 3, but 3's sound font is so unique. Ooh. Let's just salvage that. So the Smith is gone. Probably because he turned into a Enduring, I think they called themselves. And then 10 years pass? Yep. And then 10 years pass. Oh, jeez, King Duty 3, I'm sorry. Although, as I am fond of saying, just because you like something doesn't mean you have to be good at it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow. Oh, that was 3. 4's is weird. 4's... I don't like 4's sound font. Which is a shame, because 4 has some really good songs. Like, for example... Loke put a structure on top of the Summit of Righteousness. 4's sounds loose. Most of the instruments aren't tight. They don't pop. There's no conclusiveness to it. Most of the instruments just kind of hang after the note plays. I don't know how better to describe that. It's very strange. Good. It's just, it's very strange compared to the other ones. Aw. Wait. Second, actually. A traveling salesmaid won Bregwin's heart with a steady stream of gifts. Bregwin, I think you're married now. To a mage, actually. Yeah, sure. Hang on, Blitchville. Give me a second. This is 3 songs in a row, so I'm just gonna let him play. Mr. carried one large bedroll on his back, Loke a jug of wine at his, and they snuck off to the hills for some time. Aw. Loke and Mr. Red's daughter has joined the adventuring age. These are all crap. I'm gonna reroll. Okay. We'll do compulsion. At least that's something. So, Loke has become more crow. Actually, I think you can decline transformations. But we're going to keep transforming, because of course we are. Blade Taval now has wolf arm, and can now do claw. I mean, I said it earlier, and I meant it, Yura. The Mega Man X4 stage select string is one of my favorite stage select songs. One of my favorite songs ever. Oh, nice. More speed. Although, most Mega Man games have banger stage selects. Have you ever noticed that? Okay, here, check this out for a second. We'll start with, like, the most modern one. Oh, wait, no, I'm still going through the title thing. After we finish the title. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, Mega Man songs just tend to be absolute bangers. It's something the series is known for. Right up there with Sonic. So anyways. So check this out. So Mega Man 3 stage select. Very short loop, but of course it is, and surprisingly tight. and a great interplay between melody and harmony. Mega Man 4s. Once again, emphasizing that loose instrument thing I mentioned earlier. Fives. A little bit looser. Not quite the same level, but that's okay. Because then... if I can find it... hang on. Sorry, give me a second. It's labeled weird. Nope, still not it. Where is it? Oh, whatever. Fine, whatever. Let's do 8s instead, because I know 8s, and 8s is actually one of my favorites. Eights is awesome. But in all honesty, there's actually one other one that I think is a little bit better for me personally. There's so much spell thread this playthrough. My favorite thing about 11s is it hasn't looped yet. This is probably the longest loop of a stage select of any Mega Man game. Worked. You didn't. Don't be afraid. There's no need to be afraid of your Queen Mia. You're not Queen Mia. Veneer, we should be celebrating. I can make you a body, too. And then we will find others. No! This is wrong! Hang on, this is not musically appropriate. Hang on, I'm sorry. I actually have a playlist for moments like this. We'll go with... This is wrong. Times of peace and times of strife grind their great circles. And the star of war makes its way across the sky again. Right, that's the face I made too, but this time we got an advantage. The chicken nuggets can turn the tide. An entrance splits the boulder north of Alphagost. Okay. How do you know it's not some prank? Do you have any better ideas? Yes, Blade Travel. He also has a cat. I don't know if you thought that. Mega Man 11, my favorite classic? I'm pretty sure pound for pound, yes. Unless you don't count 11 as qualifying, in which case that would go to 5. Okay, so we don't have a timer again. Yes, my niece was here earlier, and she named the company the Chicken Nuggets. Because she's 10. Okay. The writing has absolutely gotten better. And yeah, the map is bigger too. It's also longer. You notice we're already in Chapter 4, and the previous one ended at Chapter 3. Yeah, Mr. Red still has the best bio in this game. Damn right, Blade Travel. So what's the question, Ross? No, absolutely not. Not even in the tiniest, slightest bit, Ross. Cisco was 100% in the wrong there, and was actually engaging in what we nowadays refer to as victim blaming. I'm sure that it hurts, and it sucks, but screw 'em. Any questions? Oh, they're not there yet. Why are you going so slowly? Yes, the Cisco card thing lasted for exactly 1 episode. If we tend to, if we keep any of that dynamic at all in the R-Trek, it's not going to show up for 1 episode. That's going to be a long-term thing. That's a good question, Colgrim. What do you think? What's your opinion? Splosh, splosh, splosh. That is a large creature. Lord Evergreen. And now it's looking at us. A tree giant is looking at us. Okay. Blade gives away his heart. Well, Blade, it's been nice knowing you, but I think you're gonna have to you have to take one for the team here. It's okay. He wrapped you in something. My voice, Blade's voice resounds, newly rich. A warm swirl of melodious wind to wrap lonesome furs. You think I've lost my mind, don't you? It's only my heart. I've only put it where it really belongs. Okay. What? Oh, that's a lot. Oh, Jesus, okay. And they're all in this one tiny room, too. Okay. You now have the ability once per combat to instantly become hidden. Just period. So that's cool. Yeah, Jake blaming Picard. That actually makes sense, but nobody wants that. That's just drama. Oh yeah, we can switch back to battle music now. Sorry. Let's do... Well, here, let's play some JRPG music that nobody's ever heard of before. Actually, a really small touch I've noticed is that several YouTubers I know will actually play Mario and Luigi music simply because of the fact that it's so relatively unknown that most people don't recognize it. Do I have any Evermore music? I do, it'd be here. Nope, I do not. I thought I had the final boss song, but I don't. I love the idea of just picking up a table and flinging it at someone. I know it's not really telekinesis, but that's how it feels, you know? Really? I absolutely hate to do this. Really. I'm falling asleep just sitting here. I am ass out levels exhausted. I'm having trouble even thinking straight. I am very sorry, everyone. I'm going to cop off stream early. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll actually not have stayed up until 3 in the morning shoveling water. Is it shoveling when you're using a bucket? Back is killing me and everything. So yeah, I'm just gonna go lay down. So I'll see you guys.